Yes, guys. I don't know what he's laughing at. Cut. Retake.
Hey everyone, my name's Fox.
And I'm KFC Dad, and this is the Premier League prediction show. And this is week number
29.
And as always, we do have a third member of the team. His name is Wesley Schnauzer, the four-legged canine friend we have.
Got no one sleeping moments, but he's getting a bit hyper.
He's a bit hyper, he's running around. Right then, let's do the scores from the last time. And in third place is Mayan the Silver Fox with 150 points. In second place is Wesley Schnauzer by 5 points. 155 points Wesley Schnauzer has, and he's second. And in place is steaming ahead with 188 points. That's 38 points ahead of you, mate. In this one, but in the championship, you're beating me.
Hey!
But we're not doing the championship; we're doing the premiership. This weekend there are only 8 games, and that is because on Sunday there is
Carabao Cup final
with
Liverpool versus Newcastle.
Yes, because of that, the 2 teams that were supposed to play against Liverpool and Newcastle, I think it's Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, won't be playing this weekend. So there's only 8 games in the Premier League, but we are going to predict the final cup final result as well. Yeah. As always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We did set a like target of 50 likes in the last one. We got 36. What's wrong with you guys? Come on,
like and subscribe, come on.
Yeah, like and subscribe to the channel.
And then welcome me back, guys. I'm back.
Yes, well, welcome him back. He has been absent for a while, but he is back now. And yes, like and subscribe to the channel. What are you going to set the target for?
50 likes.
50 likes, okay. Oh, and we did do a little bit something different on our match day vlog, didn't we? Yeah. We did a bit of exploring around Chelsea, which is in the match day. If you haven't seen the match day vlog, I know we lost, but there are some interesting bits in the match day vlog. So just check it out up there. Not there, here. Let's dive into the fixtures then, and game number 1 is
Everton versus West Ham.
Everton versus West Ham. Now these 2 teams were down there at the bottom. They did change their managers, both of them, and they are faring well from that, haven't they?
You've got West Ham got a Graham Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, and Dave Moyes gone to Everton. Let's talk about Everton. They're doing so well.
Yeah, well, they are doing well. They're on 33 points now, and they've drawn their last 3 games. 1-1, 1-1, 2-2.
Mental.
It is. Well, it just goes to show, you know, he's a very good manager. I said it in the last vlog, David Moyes. And West Ham, now they're starting to pick up a little bit, aren't they? Hey?
And then the last game they lost.
They did lose. They lost 1-0 to Newcastle United.
But they missed the chances against Newcastle. They draw.
You watched that game, didn't you?
They played very well. They took good chances and they missed it.
Well, okay. So what's your prediction for this one, mate?
No, I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say 2-1 to the Hammers, to West Ham.
2-1 to West Ham.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to get their first win.
I'm going to go for another draw. There should be 4 draws in a row. I'm going to go and sit on the fence, and I'm going to go 1-1.
What about the Wesley Schnauzer?
Yeah, well, let's see what our 4-legged friend's got to say about this fixture.
He's not here.
He is. He's there. He's behind there.
Everton versus West Ham United. Both teams have pulled away from the relegation zone, and then both teams have 33 points at the moment. I think this will be another draw for Everton, who've had 3 draws in their past 3 games. I'm going to go 1-1 on this one.
Game number 2 is...
It's Ipswich Town versus Nottingham Forest.
Yes, Ipswich Town versus Nottingham Forest. Shall we talk about Ipswich Town first?
Yes.
Fellow strugglers are Ipswich Town with us in the bottom 3. One of the 3 sides that came up. And in their last game, they did play well, didn't they?
Against Crystal Palace.
But Crystal Palace got that goal, and then Ipswich Town just couldn't get a goal.
Fight back.
Well, they were fighting back, but they just couldn't get that goal, could they?
No.
So yeah, so they got another loss there. And what about
Nottingham Forest?
Well, Nottingham Forest, we're saying it every week. They're doing extremely well. They beat Man City in their last game.
It's a shocker.
Well, it wasn't a shocker. I think Nottingham Forest played well.
And they put Karen Attendoy on, and it worked. The miracle.
Yes, Hudson-Odoi got the goal, and they're in 3rd place, and they're cementing that place. 51 points. They're 2 points behind, in front of Chelsea, and 4 points in front of Man City.
Ooh.
So it is looking extremely likely that Nottingham Forest will be playing Champions League next season.
Yeah, I can see it. We have to say progress. They're doing so well.
They are.
And we have to say it. Chris Woody's on fire this season.
He is on fire. He's a good striker.
And
Never really did it for us. He did it a bit, but never really got the chance, I don't think.
And also got Nuno
Espirito Santos. Okay, what's your prediction for this one, mate?
3-1 to Forest.
3-1 to Forest. I'm gonna go 1-0 to Forest.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley, what's your prediction?
Ipswich Town versus Nottingham Forest. Ipswich in the relegation zone on 17 points, just like my team, and they lost their last game as well, just like we did. But they are a little bit better, have a few better players than Leicester, and I don't think they'll win this game because Nottingham Forest are flying, and I can't see nothing but a Nottingham Forest win. So I've gone for 2-0 to Nottingham Forest.
Game number 3 is...
It's Manchester City versus Brighton Albion.
Manchester City, we just talked about them, didn't we? They're not... They lost to Forest, and they're not doing that great, are they?
Even the teams they're not together this season. Haaland don't looking that great.
I think what I've said before is everything works in cycles, and I think they've had their cycle, and he needs to revamp the team. I think he needs. I know he's brought some players in, but they're going to take time to bed in, and I don't think it's going to happen for them this season. They may stay in the top 4 or 5, but I don't know. So Brighton are 4 in a row now on the bounce. Who did they beat in their last game?
They beat Fulham
2-1. Yeah, they since they got that hammering by Forest 7-0, they've
come back on wins.
Yeah, they've just turned it around, haven't they? And are 4 on the bounce. They're 7th in the league at the moment with 46 points. Now, if they were to win,
they go to the Champions League.
Well, they'll take over. Might take over Man City. They'll be in 4th or 5th place.
That's good for them.
That's amazing, isn't it?
I like how the manager as well.
Yeah. So
he's just like similar to Enzo though. He kept bringing young players on and kept Danny Welbeck on the bench and put that Pedro, let him on, then bring Welbeck on.
And then Danny Welbeck's like an old Vardy because when he comes on, he always scores. At the moment, though, Vardy's not scoring. I'm gonna take Danny Welbeck. Did slimmer, better to Vardy this season. Well, yeah, because he's scoring no goals. There. Okay, what's your prediction for this one then, mate? 2-1 to the Albion. 2-1 to the Albion. I'm going to go for a Brighton win as well. I'm going to go for a narrow 1-0 win to Brighton. And Luke Links will like that. He will like that. Right, Let's see what Mr. Schnauzer says.
Manchester City versus Brighton and Hove Albion. If you'd asked me last season, this would have been an easy prediction for Man City to win, but it's not like that this season. And Brighton and Hove look very strong because they have won their last 4 games on the bounce, and I think they're going to win or draw this one. I think I will plump for a draw. I'm going to go for a Desmond, a 2-2 draw.
Game number 4 is
Southampton versus Wolves.
yes, bottom of the league, Southampton against Wolverhampton Wanderers, who are just above the relegation zone. This is a 6-pointer. Right, so in their last game, Southampton, they're not. Well, they're as bad as us, aren't they? They lost 3-1 to Liverpool.
Yeah, and honestly, they play very well.
They do keep playing well, but they keep losing as well.
But the way is it, they didn't get battered from Liverpool.
Well, I don't think 3-1 is.
That is a bit better. What before 4-0 before. Southampton always get losing 4-0, 5-0 that before, and
okay,
now
I see what you mean. Okay, they've let one less goal in. All right. Okay. Right. So their opponents, Wolves. They still got Cunha not available.
Nope.
Yeah, but they're still a strong team, and they drew their last game. We mentioned it already against Everton, didn't they?
That's the big draw.
That was a good draw, and right, currently they are 6 points ahead of Leicester and Ipswich.
And Mountain Foxes.
Yes, and they are quite a lot ahead of Southampton. Southampton only have 9 points at the moment. So, what's the prediction for you for this game?
1-0 to Southampton.
1-0 to Southampton.
Yeah.
You going for it?
I got a feeling they might do it.
All right. I've not got a feeling they'll do it, but you never know. You never know. It's football. I've gone 2-1 to Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Ooh.
And let's see what our canine four-legged friend's saying.
Southampton versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Southampton, bottom of the league, lost their last 4 on the bounce, and they did get a goal against Liverpool in their last game, and you thought they might get something out of that game, but they didn't. And Wolves, they're above the relegation zone at the moment. I think this will be a point for Southampton. I'm going to give it a 1-1 draw.
Game number 5 is
Bournemouth versus Brentford.
right. Yes, 2 sides that earlier on in the season they were in them European places, but at the moment Bournemouth are 9th and Brentford are 12th. They've been a bit hit and miss of late, haven't they?
Yes.
I think Bournemouth, what did they do in their last game? They drew their last game 2-2 against Tottenham Hotspur.
They're winning 2-0.
2-0, and they effed it up. And
Brentford lost 1-0 against Aston Villa.
1-0 against the Villa. The Villa!
Yeah, but Villa, they got chances against Brentford. They got the win against them. And also Brentford missed his chances against Aston Villa.
Yes, they did miss a load of chances, didn't they? Right, so what's your prediction for this one, mate?
2-1 to the Bournemouth.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. I think I'm going to go for the same scoreline as you, because if you do get the points, I'll get them as well. So I'm going to go 2-1 as well. Let's see what Mr. Wesley Schnauzer is saying.
Bournemouth versus Brentford, 2 very well run clubs in the Premier League. I think they've faltered a little bit of recent times, but Brentford are playing good away and Bournemouth are not so good at home just lately. So I've gone for a 2-1 Brentford win.
Game number 6 is
Arsenal versus Chelsea.
Arsenal versus Chelsea. This will be a tasty fixture, a London derby. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Now, Arsenal sit in second place, but they are faltering a little bit. They haven't
Fall-
won in their last 3.
They're falling.
A little bit, yes. They did draw their last 2 games though, against Forest and against Man United.
Yeah.
So, what about Chelsea? Chelsea, they beat Leicester City 1-0. But they only just beat us. They weren't that good, were they?
No, it wasn't.
They weren't that great.
I've got to say something. Carl Palmer missed a penalty.
They did miss a penalty in that game. We'll talk about that in a bit when we talk about our game. But yeah, they're not brilliant, Chelsea. So the 2 teams that are faltering at the moment in that top 6. Right. So what's your prediction? Oh, by the way, the Chelsea vlog that we did. If I've already mentioned it. Give it a watch.
What score are you going for?
I've gone for a 3-1 win to Arsenal.
You go 3-1 to the Gooners?
To the Gooners, yes.
I think you're liking the Gooners.
No, I'm just giving you a prediction.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be shocked. I think 2-1 to Chelsea.
2-1 to Chelsea, okay. Well, one of them's got to win.
I can see in this game someone will get record.
You think?
Yep, I think someone will get record in this London derby.
Okay, let's see what Wesley Schnauzer's saying.
Arsenal versus Chelsea, the North London derby. 2 teams that are not doing as well as they would like to be doing. Chelsea beating my team Leicester City 1-0, but Chelsea weren't that great, and Arsenal are not much better. On this one, I've gone for a Desmond, a 2-2 draw.
Game number 7 is
Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Fulham versus the Cockerels. Okay, Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Fulham, they lost their last game. We've already mentioned it against Brighton.
Against the Seagulls.
But they are a good side.
They are a very good side.
Yeah, Tottenham, they come back from 2-0 down, which will put them in good stead. They were 2-0 down and they got back to a draw.
No, especially was there. He was not happy.
He's never happy at the moment.
Shut the screen.
Yeah, turn out, close the screen. Right, so there was an interview I watched today with Madison on it.
Yeah.
And he was just pointing out all the positives instead of the negatives, which is
saying?
fair play.
Well, what are you saying?
He was just saying, that they were 2-0 down and they come back to 2-2 and they got a point at least. And he was just because I think the reporter, the interviewer, was focusing on the negatives about Tottenham. And Madison said, "Why not talk about the positives?" So,
I'm a big fan of Madison, you know it, Dad?
Yes, I know you are.
And also always have him. And also Madison's got to play tomorrow in Europa League.
It is. At the time of this recording, tomorrow, Tottenham will be playing in the Europa League.
Yes.
And, right, so what's your prediction for this one, mate?
I'm going for 2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur.
2-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. I've gone for a 1-0 win for, wait for it, Fulham. I've gone for a 1-0 win for Fulham. Whether that'll happen, I don't know, but I want to get more points ahead of him.
Oh, no, you don't.
So
You don't want no point from you.
That's game number 7. Let's see what our furry friend says.
Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspur. Fulham doing slightly better than Spurs. They sit 10th in the league and Spurs are 13th in the league. I think this will be a 2-1 win for Fulham.
And the last game, the Premier League game of the weekend, is game number 8.
It's Leicester City versus Manchester United.
Now this is a 7 o'clock kickoff. It's going to be a busy day for us, isn't it?
Yes,
You've
sir.
got football tournaments in the afternoon, and then we've got to dash back from Nottingham to get to the match.
Tough.
Man United, they're in a position where I haven't seen them in a long while. They're 14th in the league at the moment.
They're not doing very well.
They're not, but they did draw with Arsenal in their last game 1-1, and they haven't lost in their last 3 games.
And Bruno scored 3 kicks. Freddie Mercury scored it.
Okay. Okay, and let's talk a little bit about our team, Leicester City. So, in our last game against Chelsea, Ruud van Nistelrooy, he changed the system. He changed some of the personnel. He went 3-5-2, and we were a bit more solid. I know we lost 1-0, but it was a good performance, and that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see, a good performance, and that's what happened.
You know what? I'm going to say it in a positive way. We can progress and get a 3 point. It's coming. I can see it.
Well, that's what's going to happen in this next game. That's why we've got to be more solid, and we can't have mistakes. I mean, if there was 1 or 2 changes to be made, I would have put in this next game. I would have put Ricky P in because when he came on, it was only 12 minutes, but he was good.
You know, I will change that. I'll put Ricardo and guess who I would? I'll put Mabsy striker with Vardy.
Yeah, what, he said a Daka?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout. And I thought Luke Thomas had a brilliant game.
He was solid. He was helping Christensen at the back.
Yeah, and Cody was barking out the orders from the back. So yeah, it was a good performance, and we need to follow that up.
And Wow Face played really well.
He did, but he still makes. In that game, I seen him let the ball bounce twice in front of him.
Stop doing that.
Yes, head it out. So anyway,
and also what to say about Herbison, Matt Herbison in a cracking save.
Yeah, he saved a penalty in that last game. So yeah,
in our way end, it was a lot of limbs.
There was when he saved it. It was like even scoring a goal. But remember, we haven't scored a goal since we played Tottenham and we beat Tottenham 2-1. We haven't scored a goal since then. That's crazy.
Yeah, we need to stop doing that and get a win.
No, we need to score a goal. Otherwise, we're not going to win, are we? Right. So, what's your prediction for this one?
I'm going for 2-1 Leicester City.
2-1. You always go for a optimistic view of the game.
I always pick. I need to pick my lads.
Okay. I've gone realistic, and I've gone. I'm hoping it can be a 1-1 draw.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Even a point will be good for us.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Yes, Wesley.
The last game of the weekend in the Premier League is my team, Leicester City versus Manchester United. Will Manchester United beat us again? I'm not so sure. They're not that great either. Leicester City did have a formation change and did play well against Chelsea. So on that basis, I'm hoping with my paws crossed that we can get a 1-0 win at the King Power Stadium.
Okay, so that's the 8 games in the Premier League for this weekend, and we did say that there is a EFL Cup final on Sunday, and it is
Liverpool versus Newcastle.
Liverpool versus Newcastle. So we are going to do our predictions on this one. Now, Liverpool last night in the Champions League were knocked out.
Salah didn't do very well against PSG.
And isn't someone injured?
Yes, Trent Arnold.
Trent Arnold's injured.
He can't even walk on his leg.
Yeah, so they were knocked out by PSG in the Champions League.
And also the centre back
Konate, yeah, he's injured as well.
It's on his hamstring.
So it's a difficult one. They've only lost twice at Anfield this season, and that's the second one. What about Newcastle?
Newcastle, they won 1-0 against West Ham.
They did, and this is their chance for silverware. They haven't won silverware, I think, in 50 years.
Fair play. If they win it, I'm so proud for them. Fair play to them.
Yes, so
if they win it, they go to Europa League.
I'm not sure. We'll have to
Yeah,
check.
it's something like that.
There might be. We'll have to check that. But
yeah, it's right. Yeah, Europa League.
But yeah, it would be brilliant for the Geordies to have some silverware, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So, what's your prediction, mate?
2-2 draw at Edmund.
2-2 draw.
Go to the extra time.
Okay, I've gone for a Newcastle win. I'm going to go for the Geordies to win 2-1 in this game, and I think they're going to do it in 90 minutes. I think they've got the buzz at the moment.
They've got Harvey Barnes buzzing.
Yeah,
Bruno.
didn't they have Anthony Gordon injured, or is he?
He's out.
He's suspended.
Yeah, he's been banned.
Yeah. So come on, Harvey.
And come on, Isaac.
Well, Isaac didn't have a great game in his last game, did he?
No, he didn't.
But hopefully, well, I've gone for a Newcastle win. What about Mr. Schnauzer?
The EFL Cup final is Liverpool versus Newcastle. This is on Sunday. I think I would like Newcastle to win it because they haven't won any silverware for a long time. But I think Liverpool will be too strong for them, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 Liverpool win. Thank you for watching, everyone. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.
So that's our predictions for the Premier League and the EFL Cup final for this weekend coming, and we hope you've enjoyed watching. Don't forget, like we said, like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yes.
Adios, amigos.
Amigos.